Alright, yo, what's good? What's up? It's your boy Corrosive. I'm back at it with some more dark and darker content. And honestly, this game feels good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, normally when I think about playing games, I have a ritual. I play like a game of League. I go on and I play some Street Fighter, and then I just play whatever random game I feel like playing for that day, right? But you know, I started playing this, and it's like it's extremely addicting. Okay, whether when I lose my gear, it makes me want to get on because I'm like mad tilted and I want to get my shit back, or I'm having a great time. I just came out of the dungeon with a good haul, and I just want to go back in for the next adventure. I like y'all know. If y'all seen my content, y'all seen the stuff on my channel. Check it out if you haven't. I love adventures, and this game is nothing but an adventure. Like everything and more. Like whether the deeper you go, the crazier the world seems to change around you. It has so many spooky aspects, right? And it's such a great time. Like the community of people the people I've bumped into too. Like I can't even say I met a real toxic person yet. You know what I mean? It's just fucking gamers, bro. It's either you're fighting this team that's way more experienced than you, and you might get down and they'll res you, and they just start dropping you shit that they know is good for your character, which is fucking awesome, right? I think of RuneScape every time when I play this game. Like it's just like a better version of RuneScape, and by that I mean like when you played old school RuneScape, you probably even the newer versions. I don't know. I stick to the old school RuneScape because I'm an OG like that. But you play RuneScape, right? And the community always just wants to help you out. Either whether you're new or whether you're returning, you go around asking questions. There's gonna be somebody out there trying to help you out in some way, shape, or form. And you know, I can't really say like that is a common thing in games. And like, don't get me wrong, like it's harder to do that in like games like say Street Fighter, right? Other than like the first time to play the game, which can be a hit or miss depending on what kind of player you are. League of Legends, that's unheard of. Like predominantly half the time, your teammates are kind of either gonna troll you or like it's kind of like Russian roulette, really. But you got like instead of one bullet, you have probably like let's say 4 in the chamber. So you know what I mean? It's more like for me personally, if you play League of Legends, you should be playing for yourself and playing for your own enjoyment and not for the team comp, because that shit just ruins your own experience. But even in that could tilt somebody and make them want to rage bait you or rage out in your games, depending on what you pick. Like again, off meta picks, if they're not educated or if you're not good at the shit and you lead, like you know what I mean, it's not a good time. It's not gonna be a good time. But so I say that to hammer in the point that this game, literally, the big pitfall is when you lose a huge haul. And again, I have like I guess I have like a determined mindset, or maybe I have like, I don't know what to call it, but like when I lose all that shit, it just makes me want to go back in it and get it back. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, damn, I just lost all those funds because my teammates got dropped. I was the last nigga alive. Now I gotta go back and get that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like I boot up. I'm like thinking to myself, damn, I should get off, man. Like this fucking sucks. But let's one more, and then like 7 one mores later, you know what I'm saying? I was meant to play this game for 2 hours, and I'm stuck here 4 hours later. You know what I mean? And it's fucking great. I'm drinking it. I'm just chugging the Kool-Aid like a fucking guy that just came out of the desert. You know what I'm saying? It's just a great time, and like I know this game is old, but 2025 to me right now is just screaming quality in games. You like again, I think of so many different games that I've been introduced to that I'm enjoying right now. Soul Frame is one, even though that has its own combat problems. This game has no combat problems at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny because you can miss but you can hit something else. You know what I mean? And I find that kind of humorous in and of itself. Like, I've seen people duck sword swings from like skeletons and shit, and I'm just kind of like, whoa. Like, how do you know like ducking will dodge it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to try it and shit, but like again, I don't know math, right? I don't know science, so I get a little nervous. I'm like, if I duck and I still get hit, I'm like, it's fake news. And but like, you know what I'm saying? But I see another dude do it, and it's like, it's crazy. Anyway, and like, you know, stuff like that. I see like weird tech that other players are doing, where like some will jump on pillars, and they jump on this pillar that's a little bit higher off the ground, and the monsters can't hit them. They don't target, and I'm like, man, like this game literally has so many different functions to make it like interesting for the players. You all just saw me fall there, and originally I never wanted to fall off a high place because I thought fall damage was a bitch in this game. I thought that was gonna be the 99% way out. I was gonna die most of the time, but there's no fall damage. So like, I'm thinking like you jumping out of the sky like fucking Conan the Barbarian, just fucking jumping in on a gargoyle and shit, like, or jumping down on a skeleton or on a mummy. Like, the game is just so nice. Like, again, I can, like, when I first saw that Adventure Time episode where it was the dungeon train, I thought that if that was a game, if they could encapsulate that whole feeling, that vibe, that search, that discovery into a game, that shit would be cracked in a school zone. And lo and behold, they did it, and they made it Berserk themed. And I'm just like, yes, please. You know what I mean? And you know, y'all see there's random hee moments, you know, like poking your teammate, whatever. Guy hit me with a sword for no reason, so I hit him back. You know, it is what it is. Bump into other players too in the game mode I'm in right now, and everybody's friendly, right? But well, I say that, but there was this one game where I was the only guy left alive on my team, and I jumped into, like, I opened the door, right? And there was a new group right there, right? And they all attack me, and they keep attacking me, right? And so I'm leading them. And, well, they're not really paying attention to the surroundings while they're attacking me, so I lead them into a crowd of skeletons, right? So the skeletons start smacking me in the back, and I run away. And I didn't see what happened to them. I just hope they died, because I feel like they deserve it. They're hitting me for no reason, and I'm not going to waste my energy trying to attack somebody for no reason, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, suffice it to say, me being a beginner at this game, like a legitimate beginner, like, this game's great. Like, I genuinely think, like, anybody who likes RuneScape, who likes that, who likes Berserk, you know what I'm saying, who likes those dungeon crawlers, bro, if you're an old school RuneScape Grand Chase person, jump into this shit. This shit might be the next big thing for you. But, like, you know, user experience may vary. I haven't joined the PvP yet, obviously, because I haven't learned my builds yet. Right now, I think I'm more melee than magic, and that makes me kind of angry because, again, I'm a warlock. You think warlocks would hit you with some crazy spell that takes away 90% of your HP, and I do understand that there's a build for that, but at the same time, getting those items for that build is that in and of itself is a journey and an experience, right? What I'm looking forward to and what I'm going for right now is trying to collect enough armor sets to where I can do like 2 different builds, one for like PvE, one for PvP. You know, there's also like solo warlock builds that I want to mess around with and see like what goes on. To be honest, like if you see this other warlock on my team, he has like a different orb than I do. I want to see all the orbs and like look like customize them and shit. I don't know if it's a cosmetic or if it's like a legitimate like item he has, like it's purple and that's why it's different, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff I want. I saw that his orb was different than mine, and in my mind I immediately thought if I can get different orbs with different things in them and they're like a droppable item, I need to figure out like where I have to go, how deep in the dungeon I have to go to find that shit, because that looks fucking sexy and I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a little kid when you first go into like Toys R Us or like into GameStop, and you see that the wall of games or the wall of toys, and you're just like, can I get this one and this one and this one? You know what I mean? But like with items and like gear sets and even spells, like there's right now, and this is another thing that's because I like exploration, I like discovering new things. You guys will see in some of my other videos once I drop them, right, for Dark and Darker specifically. Like I can, like there's certain amounts of spells that you can get, right, and they cost a certain amount of something. I don't know what that exact something is, but it changes, it varies, so it tells me that it's a stat, right? So I'm trying to figure out which stat it is so I can max it out, and then I'll have myself a little spellcaster build, and I'll be able to summon the little three-headed serpent that shoots fire out, and you know what I mean, like I'll have like maybe a bunch of debuff spells that I'll do probably in PvP and fuck with people. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll just be a fun ass time. You know what I'm saying? You could troll people in this game and it's legal. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, what are we talking about? Like this game, chef's kiss. Like I try not to be like that very often, because if you say too much about multiple games, it means less in my mind. And for me, like, again, like, first experiences with Mecha Break, great game. I love the game. It's even better, and it's getting buffs that I asked for the mechs that I play. I'm so fucking stoked. Soulframe is in a chrysalis state right now. Hopefully they get to a place to where they really listen to the community. They listen to hopefully some of my gripes, because the game is at a really good base level, right? But it definitely needs to go up. Like it can't stay where it's at. It must improve. But you know, if it improves in the right way, only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they listen to the community, that they hear what I was talking about, they hear their community, and they adjust, right? But when you start talking about Dark and Darker, it's like, what the fuck do you even add? You add more floors? More monsters? This game is great the way it is. You add different items? Maybe this is one of those games where they added more gear? I have different classes? I don't even know. This game is fucking gold. Like, it doesn't really need anything. I feel really weird saying this, because I've never experienced this before. This game could literally stay the way it is, and it'd probably be great forever. You know what I'm saying? So long as there's no egregious bugs, people can't hack into shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't reset servers, because that sounds like a fucking nightmare. You know what I'm saying? The game would just be fucking fire. No pun intended, because I just shot a fire spell. It like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, if they added more bosses into this game, that would also be a plus. But I haven't even seen all the bosses. I know there's like a ogre or like a cyclops that you fight, and there's also this one, the ghost lady that y'all saw that I got hold on. But like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to the point where I can just kill them niggas by myself, and then when I get to that point, then I'll probably start PvP, because I feel like them guys will drop the good loot. I feel like that's where you get all the good loot from. But again, I don't know for sure. It could just be a drop rate situation, but I would assume killing the boss gives you a higher drop rate for better loot, right? And again, only time will tell. Trust me, I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. I'm gonna try to kill the post. But again, like, even fighting this motherfucker, these harpies, I freaked out, because I'm like, who gave this bitch a shield? She had 2 shields on her, and I'm like, huh? Excuse me? I was knocked off a balcony from these things, and like, that was in like a game or two prior before this one, And then all of a sudden I see her with a shield. My PTSD almost kicked down. I'm like, oh, I might run, bro. Like, this look like a loser. But then y'all see how it went. She got stabbed to death. But, you know, hey, I had to stab her one more time, too. Because, like, again, I remembered when I got kicked off a cliff because of her. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to, you know what I'm saying? You know. But you see what I'm saying? Like, this game is so fucking well made, man. It's like, it's probably the greatest game 2025 that's not a fighting game that I played so far. And that's pretty egregious. The only reason why it beats Mecha Break for me is because Mecha Break is kind of like mad easy. And don't get me wrong, like, I love playing in a simple game that doesn't take a lot of brain power to actually like play effectively. Like, it feels good, you know what I'm saying? Not to have to think too hard in situations, but like, I don't know, like, this game, it makes me feel something, you know, in every run. Like, either I'm panicking because I'm low HP, I got some good shit on me, I need to live because I need to bring this good shit back, I need to, you know, put some money in the bank type shit, or it's like, oh my god, I finally got some gear that increases magic for the first time, and it's like, I really need to keep this for the build that I'm trying to go through, and trying to, like, navigate the map to figure out where the exits are and all this stuff. Like, it's just, it's a journey, you know? It's an adventure, bro. It's an adventure, and I fucking love it, you know? And that was the first time that I tried to pick lock something, and I didn't know that there was QTE, bro. Again, the beginner experience is just so goddamn good. It's like cracking a school zone. It's like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, and all I want to do now is just explore more and then more and more, and it, like, get to the bottom of it, you know, really figure out the community. Though again, like, if I just join the Discord, you know what I'm saying, I would probably, like, be introduced to the community a lot quicker and stuff like that. But for me, in my opinion, right, before I join a community, I feel like I must first experience the game without other interference, right? Like again, like, I've gone through games where people were a lot more knowledgeable than me and carrying me and giving me loot and, like, helping me when I fell down and stuff like that, which it's nice of them, it's kind of them, but, like, you don't want that to be your entire experience, right? Because you're used to it. You're not going to be able to fight when you need to fight by yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're going to always be like, man, I need a team to survive and shit. And, you know, like, that's not me. Again, just like the wolf I killed, I am a lone wolf most of the time. And so, until I feel like comfortable, capable of my own skill, you know, to be able to be like a shepherd for a flock of newbies, like, again, I don't feel like I want to even talk to the community. But that's just me, right? That's how I feel. I know some people are different from me, and mashallah to them, you know. But you know, I'm not even gonna bring it up. We live in a very strange world right now. It's a very interesting world, and I'm a very open-minded guy. I love information. I love knowledge because of just the raw power and what knowledge is as a whole. Is just it's in generally just a good thing, and especially when you use it for the proper purposes. But why am I even talking about this? I'll say things, right, and so, like, if the group is in a negative light, but I understand the group, and I'll talk in a specific dialect of the group, I feel like people are gonna freak out and attack because they're, like, uncomfortable, you know what I mean? But again, you agree to disagree. You have that conversation, and you will come to an understanding. You will come to an understanding. You'll understand someone better, and that's knowledge. That's power, and you yourself will be changed by that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Whether you realize it or not, you will be changed by that knowledge. Whether it's how you react to it or it's whether how you accept it, you will change. You know, and that change might frighten some. It might be accepted by others, but so long as you change for the better, always for the better, it's always gonna be great. And I'm off of it now. So back on Dark and Darker, right? You know, this run in particular, right? It was a very shining moment for me because I went pretty far in the dungeon, which I felt like was mildly on my merit, but also mildly on the merit of the other person that tags along with me here. You guys will see who that is as we dive deeper, right? But again, like Dark and Darker is just it's so beautiful. Like even in the dark, there's light. You know what I'm saying? Whether it comes from the companions you meet, or you know what I mean, the adversity you overcome, right? Oh, and I guess I misspoken. Maybe it's in the next one that I show you guys the deep dive. But for right now, we might just blue skidoo and get the fuck out of here too. But we will see what happens in a moment. Nah. I'm pretty sure it might be this one because it was a 2-man run. It was a 2-man run. I can't really. Ooh, a skitter is scattering. Oh my god, bro! Again, if those spiders were a little bit bigger, I'd have more jump scares. Like, I feel like the mimics are really good jump scares for like day 1. But if they added more jump scares, like ghosts coming out of the walls, or like wall traps actually like grabbing you and you have to like mash out and shit, like I feel like that'd be pretty fun. QTEs that could be added to the game to add more of a fear factor. But and I could see it also being kind of funny because you know, say you're fighting monsters and you're not too aware of your surroundings, and you get caught in a trap, and it's like one of the walls that hug you, right? You have to get that QTE, and you die from it. Like that's a tilt, right? But that's good tilt. You know, I feel like that's good tilt because it's something you can laugh on. Sometimes, you know, not every death is a laugher, but you know, when you die comically like that. Right when I was talking about mimics, right? Holy shit. I thought mimics, I won't lie, I thought the mimics were gonna be, excuse me, I thought the mimics were gonna be a little bit more of a rare find, but as I play more Dark and Darker, but the more I play with Dark and Darker, and the more I level, the more I realize, like, I just run into certain things more, like, and I'm getting introduced to different types of monsters, like the harpies I haven't seen before, the giant chicken thing I haven't seen before. Y'all will see that whenever I can get that video out, because look guys, I was trying to make a really short video, right? But I was trying to make it different from everything else. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but I was trying to make it different, right? But y'all know I use the free variants of my editing software, right? And since I use the free variant, I can't use certain things on the platform, or however you want to say it, on the program. And I was using some songs, right? And it didn't say that the songs were on that list of things I couldn't use. So I gone through, I did all this fucking work, and I got a good, nice 8-minute video that I was proud of. It was a kind of like a rough draft of an idea, but I finished the idea. I wanted to put it out, and I try to put it out, and it says, oh yeah, all that shit you just did with all that music, guess what? It's gonna get removed. So I'm like, fuck it. I saved the video, and as soon as I get off this free bullshit, bro, I'm dropping that video, bro. Y'all need to see it, and y'all need to tell me if it's ass and how to like make it better for real. But like until then, I'll stick to that long form. But yeah, I say long form, but I know it's a detriment because I know the way the world works. They want to make your attention span shorter than squirrels. So like I fear that long form content is just like not it, unless you're like I don't want to say a thinker, but like, you know what I mean, you're a little bit more like into like, you know, again, long form stuff. Like, and the only thing I think of when I think of a person who likes long form is like, you know. And I feel like if you are a person that reads in 2025, people are gonna look at this. Like, it's so weird to say because it's like people are like, reading? What's that? What's a book? And I'm like, oh fuck, like, you know what I mean? It's so bad. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't know of a genre that you want to read, like, I could understand why reading isn't something that you enjoy. For me, when I was younger, I used to hate fucking reading until I found like fantasy genre. And even then, that was like when I found fantasy and like manga and stuff like that, that was all I read. But like sticking to that one or two things can get really boring, you know. But then I realized I really do enjoy like the Book of Five Rings. I really like what's another one? The Art of War. You know what I'm saying? I was reading fuck, what's it? Pluto. I was reading Pluto's books. I was literally just got on the part where he was. I just got onto the book where he was arrested and going to court. I found it was bullshit. How he was basically smarter than the court system, right? And he was talking shit in the court, and they killed him for it. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This is so stupid. Like, but like, no lie though, if you're the smartest guy in the room, and you know, some people don't like knowing that they're dumb, right? And making everybody feel in fears, making them want to hang you. It's kind of like the same thing with witches, unfortunately. Like, witches are just really smart, intuitive women that knew how to handle the elements on their solo dolo, and they were confident about it to the point where insecure men in the era were like, oh, you're not like at my beck and call when I need, like when I feel like you should need me, therefore you are doing something felonious, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Or they just, you know, say that she's an infidel slut, and you know what I'm saying, then you're on the stake for that. You know, there are multitudes of reasons, or multitudes of ways to kill people back in the day without any real evidence. Just, oh my god, God said beep beep boop, and now the god that they're worshiping in a forest somewhere, they're fucking worshiping the devil, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. And now it's time for me to burn you at the cross, burn you at the stake, because my God fucking hates your God. But in fact, all our gods are the same thing, and it's just stories passed down trying to warn us about extinctionary events and how to treat people. But again, I say that, but in 2025, we're avidly fucking hating on each other for things we can't control, instead of uniting as a species to maybe welcome someday something from outer space. Because again, you guys, if you guys didn't know, Voyager, one of the Voyager probes we are receiving information back from a Voyager probe that is telling that the Voyager probe was modified and changed throughout its journey. At some point in its journey, it met a celestial body. That celestial body scanned Voyager, then put a message into Voyager. That message is still being decoded today, and it's fucking baffling. It's baffling the science community as we speak. You know what I mean? And that's cool, you know, and especially to hear Michio Kaku talk about it. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, if they were to pull up to our doorstep right now, because obviously if you follow the trajectory of a craft, right, of a meteor, right, you could probably tell where it came from, right? If they follow the trajectory and they came here and we're still fucking fighting like some Neanderthals over some ridiculous shit that no one can control, like we're gonna miss an opportunity on a very big partnership here, and no one's gonna give a fuck because we're transgender rights sports, and I'm fucking mad at racism that's fucking 400 years old, and I'm gonna get mad at it and fucking say a bunch of shit that doesn't need to be said in modern society because it happened 400 years ago and it's still here. And when it's kind of like everybody's getting fucked over by the big groups, the big oligarchs that rule the world right now. But you know, hey, there's like levels to this shit, right? Some people are just waking up and realizing one of the levels but that level's passed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's different. You know, I love the time we're in because there's a lot of awakening, but it's like they're awakening one stage back. One stage back. Like, again, I believe I said it before when I was talking about the migrant stuff and how they wanted to deal with the situation in Los Angeles about with the riots and how wrong they were going about it, in my opinion, right? And how they were kind of mirroring stuff that was happening during the Black Civil Rights Movement and stuff like that. But they're in my opinion, their argument is a little unfounded because, again, it's like they're only trying to tackle the illegals who came here and was given money to come here and mess up, you know, our election cycle and basically be given a free pass to vote when they're not even citizens of our country. But anyway, again, there are bigger things going on, and you're trying to bring up old shit, like, and that old shit ain't even relevant, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just really weird. But it's like, how do we wake up people? How many hits is it gonna take to bust open this shit? How many hits will it take to break this pot? The world may never fucking know. Dear God. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there are levels to this shit, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, some minds are waking up, and they're like level 2, but the problem, the stage we're at right now is kind of like a level 5. You know what I'm saying? How do you even interact with the level 5 problem? First, you probably need to get on that level. You know what I'm saying? Or near it. You know, if you're level 4 and you understand the problem of a level 5, you could probably combat the level 5 with some skill. You know what I'm saying? But much to my chagrin, I'm just a guy who got clipped and is slowly reviving. So take my words with a grain of salt. Like, again, I was hearing some funny shit, and again, this goes back to my earlier comment about how we're fighting each other instead of uniting with each other. And it was kind of like how people in the adult industry are throwing shots at gamers, saying how irrelevant our opinions are because all we do is sit around playing video games, right? And the counter argument to that is, well, all you do is make adult films. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, which one's more irrelevant as a conversational, like, as a person talking about a big topic, whose opinion matters more. And to me, again, I don't feel like that. Though there are some, that doesn't mean everyone's opinion in those spaces are valid. It doesn't mean that not everybody in those spaces can't have a valid opinion, if that makes any sense. So, like, again, we all want, like, better, you know what I'm saying? Why can't we just focus on how we want that better, compromise, you know, like a family or like a marriage, and, you know, figure it the fuck out? Because, again, if we are busy fighting each other, right, the people in power or the things in power will have more time to fuck up things while they're in power, because we're not uniting and focusing on what really needs to be done and really needs to be tackled. But again, we're playing video games right now. I told you guys I'm shitty at small talk, and, you know, it is what it is. I want to show you guys the whole experience, the whole enchilada of my life, and honestly, so far, you know, y'all see it. We're making cash. Like, this run, I made so much fucking money, but, like, again, I don't know what to use it for. I predominantly, when I make money in this game, I predominantly spend it on healing. Like, I spend it on pots, I spend it on bandages. I did learn that there is a way to, like, buy gear, right? The merchants sell gear, right? But, like, it's not good. You know what I mean? It's not, like, anything to scoff at. So, like, I wouldn't shake a snake at it. So, it like, in my opinion, right, the only way to get good gear is by going deeper into the dungeon. But I've seen some other videos that were expressing, like, hey, actually, you can, like, they made it seem like you could buy it. You know what I'm saying? And I keep seeing cheap builds for XX class, right? And I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, so you can buy it, right? Or is it cheap as in, like, time spent? You know what I mean? Again, I'm still a beginner at this. I'm still trying to figure out all the nooks and crannies, but, you know, at the end of this, like, recording, after the end of this whole, like, session, I ended up 31. And that's kind of, like, another thing that I'm wondering about is, like, what's the point in levels, you know, in this game? I know, like, when it comes to, like, the first 15 levels, it helps you unlock more for your perks and your skills, right? But after that, what really is the point? Like, I've seen level like 150 plus characters, and in my mind, I'm just kind of confused. Like, what's the point in even going that far? You know what I mean? Like why even do that for real? Like, why isn't there just like a cap level? Is it for stats? Does it, like, the levels increase your stats? If not, like, I really just don't see a reason why. I don't see a reason why there isn't like a cap level. Like, I don't get it, but obviously as I progress more in the game, it'll probably like shine on me, or it'll dawn on me with the value of like the level system. But in general, I can't figure out like what the importance is. I generally can't tell. I'm trying to like, cause you can break stuff, right? And I'm over here thinking to myself, oh, I can break this, right? Cause it's all falling over and shit. Nah, B. Oh shit. But yeah, like this was like the definition of a treasure run. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like normally, what I've been doing in Dark and Darker is been like primarily fighting. Like I'll pick up gems and like some gear that really catches my eye. But this run here was literally just how far can I go with this guy? How much gold can I bring back into my piggy bank? You know what I'm saying? And you know, what can I get? What can I make? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing about Dark and Darker. I haven't even really fully grasped even the like merchants. Like, yeah, I get the quest. I get the quests. You know what I mean? And you know, I finish the quest. They have services, right? The goblin, the little goblin that saved my ass when I died a couple of times with purple, and he brought that purple back to me. Like, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, yeah, like other than that, I really just don't know the value of the other guys. Like, yeah, like certain guys you sell certain shit to, and that's interesting in and of itself. But like, again, like, I don't, like, what else is the relevancy? Because again, in my mind, I don't want to buy anything from them because the shit that they have is relatively useless, relatively worthless, unless like there's something I'm misunderstanding. Like, if the levels change the value of the items in the shop, then okay, maybe I get why the levels are mildly important. But at the same time, I haven't seen that yet, so it's just hearsay at this point. But yeah, and would you look at this place here, man? This place looks like it needs a janitor. You see all the blood on the floor? God damn! How many pigs did they have to blood? How many pigs they had to bloodlet to get the floor looking like that? That's nasty. Oh, that's nasty, y'all. I can't believe it. You know they got some ugly ass motherfuckers in this dungeon. I ain't gonna even lie. When I went through this shit the first time, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I was getting the woos. I was like, if you walked into this building as a person, like in real life, you're like you trying to make a cross out of anything, y'all. I'm over here like, man. I'm like, after this, I need to douse myself with some holy water. I'm surprised that I don't see no lady getting cut up. got some demons in a room, and I just walk in on some shit. You know what I'm saying? I walk in on some shit as it's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they be exploding on you and shit, and it's like, yeah, they cover me in pig and swill, bro. Like, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. But it's cool. Like this area, like no jokes, is like probably one of the more interesting places that I found. Like, I would love to go back here and like look at the monsters, man. Look at the monsters, man. The demons. Like, what the fuck? Now imagine they drop like cursed gear. I know that there's some gear that gives status limits, but I have yet to find one. I've seen other players with them, but I can't seem to get any of them myself. But I wonder if it's like class specific. If it's class specific, that's kind of lame. I feel like every class should be kind of allowed to have cool stuff, but or like status effect like stuff. Like if Warlock, because all he does is deal with curses, some of his weapons give like curse on hit. You know what I'm saying? Of whatever fucking curse would be adjacent to him, or like a weapon a Warlock could get is a weapon that on hit heals. It makes sense with his kit, you know what I'm saying? But again, like, that could be a thing, and I just haven't found it yet, which would make a lot of sense, because again, I'm still like fairly new. I haven't even, like, I've only gotten two purple items, right? And one of them I got because of a token I redeemed for some reason. And look at this motherfucker. This Hecarim evil cousin wannabe looking ass motherfucker, bro. Like, no lie, coolest fucking monster I've fought yet. Coolest fucking monster I fought yet. I'm thinking the weapon that this guy's gonna drop is made of flesh. It's gonna be just the most heavy metal thing I've ever seen in the game yet. And no lie, it wasn't that, but you know, it would have been cool. But no, like, I could see this guy being on like the front of a heavy metal cover. Like, what the name of the song would be, or the album would be, would probably be like fucking the Eternal Scream, or like the Never Ending Night, something like that. But yeah, I fuck with this area. Like this area here makes me want to like play like some like Five Finger Death Punch or some Corn in the back while I'm like super cutting through like different like combat scenes. Ugh. Evil splurted. And when the little monsters explode, I just think of the little girl from Finding Nemo. Oh, you guys made me ink. But instead of inking, she busted. But yeah. Like, again, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what to expect in like areas like this. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of expected a little more. I don't know why. It's not like I want to die in here, but like at the same time, I kind of want to feel like my ass is on fire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to look for the exit, but this has been pretty mellow. So again, I utilize that to my advantage. Oh, and before I forget, because if you guys look right above our character pictures, images, whatever you want to call them, there are buffs, right? I don't understand the value of some of the buffs. Like, I'll get some mid-combat, and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, like y'all saw when rested, I got those blue buffs. But, like, what did that actually do for me? I don't know. See, and they even got traps in this motherfucker. I didn't want to walk forward because I feel like if that shit hit me once, I'm dead. And that's kind of scary. I don't want to deal with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. If I got hit with that shit, I would have actually gotten mad because I haven't died to a single monster yet. My teammate's kind of on his shit, and he's a good healer. Like, we could have literally no bullshit, we wouldn't have won against any bosses, but fighting the minions, we could probably have gone forever. Like, I am that confident with what the fuck we were doing. We were just, you know, moving like a unit. Again, this is in total 6 hours of this game culminating into one gigantic run of success, which felt awesome when I came out. But like during the adventure, embarking on the experience, I'm literally just ultra heightened. I'm like not trying to make too many mistakes, because in this game mistakes do fucking kill you instantly, and that's kind of what I like, you know. Like, you do feel like when a mistake occurs, you're gonna fucking pay for it, you know what I'm saying? And it, to me, it's just kind of like the fun of the mistake is how you recover, you know what I'm saying? And like, y'all see, I'm getting the parts about to come up right now. I make a mistake, right? And you know, these these monsters do hit like a fucking Mack truck. And if you guys do peep it, I get hit a little bit and my teammate heals me a lot, okay? You know what I'm saying? I get hit a little bit and it chunks me 25%. And, you know, he has to heal me. And when I fall into this thing and I start getting chomped up, I'm over here thinking about my ass is dead. And I just wasted so much fucking time. And, you know, again, I made a powerful recovery. And, you know what I'm saying? We kept moving from there, which is fire. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it. I'm glad to see it, you know what I'm saying? Especially when, again, this is the farthest I've ever gone. So, like, this is a big morale. This is a big morale boost for, like, the rest of the runs for the day. I think this was actually maybe my second to last, or maybe my third to last run of the day, because again, can you get much higher? Cause I'm so high. You know what I'm saying? Off of this run. And so, like, you know, I carried that high off of two more runs, and then I got off, because again, like, I had to get up, bro. Like, again, 4 hours. 4 hours just dungeon crawling, and it felt great. Like, it felt great. I might do it again. I might do it again tomorrow. I have literally played nothing but this game. Like, I was thinking, man, I should dual uplink, upload 2 videos. You know what I'm saying? What I normally do. Nah, I just spend my time playing Darker and Darker, bro. It's just so good. You know what I'm saying? It's a great game, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for Warlock in general, because like, you do have a perk where you can just equip it and get like armor. You can wear armor now if you equip the correct perk. And again, for me right now, I kind of have like this warrior Warlock build kind of like stepping stones already. So to me, it's kind of like finding the right armor that gives vitality and magic damage, while also giving me like physical damage. Is probably like the big thing I search for. I wish I could fucking loot the bodies of the dead people we found. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure they had nothing I wanted, but their clothes could have probably sold for a lot. And, you know, I'm glad I could say that, and there's no way someone's gonna say that's fucked up, because it's not fucked up. It's just that dark in here, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with it. But like, as soon as I get into PvP, I know I'm gonna probably get sick of it fast, because in this game, sometimes it's frustrating when my teammates aren't like as aware as I am, and they just get fucking mollywopped. And you know, that's fine. Like, at the level I'm at now, I can kind of hold my own to an extent. Like, I can hold my own for so long, right? It's really gonna take like a second person, like how you guys see right now, for me to really be able to survive or make like a meaningful like recovery. Because that's kind of what I like about Darker and Darker a little bit, is that like another person's build, another person's class choice can really help your run. And I say that, and the next build or class that I want to play is Rogue, because I'm pretty sure Rogue has a lock picking perk or like setup, and I just want to go around lockpicking shit because there's a lot of shit, a lot of gold chests that I find and that I can't open. And now I'm just like, I'm gonna have a guy where all his job is I'm gonna pull up with that guy. I'm gonna link up the banks, and he's gonna just be opening up shit. I'm gonna have a guy that rolls with me. He's gonna kill all the motherfuckers around me while I open up shit. That's all we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We on a loop run for real. And then like, you know, off of that, he's gonna kind of be like the, I hate using this word, but what else is it other than a sugar daddy for all my other characters? Because, you know, you open up the chest is gonna, it's not guaranteed of what that fucking item is gonna be. But if I have characters that could use the item better than him, you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna give the items to them, you know what I'm saying, and he can just rock with whatever the fuck he got, you know what I'm saying, like, who really gives a fuck? Oh shit. Nah, man. See, and like, I'm wary about this for two reasons, right? Because I know monsters. Look, I fell down for real. And look how fast my health dropped. That's I'm worried about the skeletons in this area because skeletons will like two-shot, two-tap. Like I've had this situation happen before, and I just don't want it to happen again. Especially not this one. I have too much shit on me. Especially going down 2 floors and having to talk to that one guy as like the bank teller or whatever. Like I like the money I would lose. Ridiculous. Look, I found more purple stuff. Neat. Though the purple stuff I find isn't too valuable for my character and the build that I'm looking for, I'm throwing it on strictly because of stats. Like, the more stats I have, the more survivability I have, the longer I survive, the more time I have to find more stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple. It's elementary, though, Watson. But yeah, man, like I don't know. This game is a great time. I wonder why, like, there were so many negative reviews. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand if you don't enjoy like a person's like view on how to like create a game, but when they make a great game that has good longevity, like what are we complaining about? You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that I even saw as complaints, they weren't even really complaining about the gameplay. They weren't even really complaining about the game itself. You know what I'm saying? There were accusations being thrown and people questioning choices of like the design maker and shit. But yeah, like, other than that, I don't. There weren't really anything else, you know, which is interesting. But yeah, this is where we actually get out. So yeah, it was a fun one. It was a long run, but it was a great run. Nevertheless, I'm Corrosive. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.